Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to another day in our 24 days of tags for 2022. And today I've got something quite fun using an assortment of ribbons, wools and cords in contrasting colours to create these fun little tags. I'm using some stickers, and for these I'm using the Lavinia Sentiment stickers, but any stickers from your favourite stash will work just as well. I've put some glossy accents over the top so they are a bit shiny. I've raised them up as well, and I've created different backgrounds with stencils and water. You could modify the shape of these and create some bookmarks with them. I think this would work really well for that. So here I'm actually using Elements ink pads today for the backgrounds. I've got Lime Punch and green sleeves, Lime Punch, green sleeves. And then for this one, I use the background script stamp and I just put Chianti over the top. For this one, I used VersaFine Clear Green Oasis. And for this one, I haven't. I've just left the background as it is. So that's the one that I'm going to show you today. But the technique will work just the same if you wanted to create one of these. You just need to stamp, and I'll show you when we do that. So I am using the elements. I'm going to use Blue Atoll and Blue Lagoon for the edges. I love these inks because they are rich. Sorry, I had a bit of a smudge on that, because they're rich and they enable you to get a good even coverage really quickly. Look at that. Now, in terms of my blending sponges, I do tend to keep a separate set for my elements, my distress inks, and any other inks. One set for that, and then one set for my distress oxides. And the reason I do that is because the oxides are a fusion of paint and ink, and it contaminates some of the other pads. So I tend to keep them separate. So it doesn't have to be too smooth, but just something like that. Just while we're talking about our smoothies, I'll just show you how I keep them. So I keep them in one of these boxes like this. I used to use an egg carton, but I actually quite enjoy just having them open in the boxes. So there they are. Now, if you look on my YouTube channel, you will see there is a video tutorial on how I decorated and put this one together. So they do come with a lid, but I use them in my workshop just like that. Now, for some of my other tags, I used different stencils. I used Featherleaf, that's the one I'm going to use today, but I did also use Pebble and Glory. They work beautifully with this. And we've done something similar already in our tag series. Just going to spritz it with water, and then I'm going to place the stencil face down onto my tag and squish the water between the stencil and the card. And when you lift it up, you've got this lovely background already beginning to take shape. Just going to leave that for a moment and let it, look at that, it's already coming together really well. Then I'm going to take one of my stickers and a piece of card, and I'm actually going to mount my sticker onto a piece of card like that, and then I'm going to cut round it, leaving a tiny border around the edge. So you might say, why am I doing this? Why do I want to mount it at all? And I think that's just because it gives it a bit more robustness. And I am going to put the glossy accents over the top. So I do want it to have a bit of substance there. The other reason that I want to is because I mounted these with 3D mounting tape. That would be really hard to do with just a sticker straight onto the card. So actually I'm going to use my Laugh because that's the one I want to use. And then I'm going to use my little smoothie with the same colour. And I'm just going, so it doesn't matter if you haven't cut it out exactly. Like that. I'll use Be Kind for another time. Yes. So that was with Blue Atoll. I'm now going to take a darker colour, which is the Blue Lagoon. And I'm just going to go around the edge of my tag. Now, some people don't like to use the smoothies, so you can use your stencil brushes. You can use those round blending tools, if that's what you prefer. There we go, right around the edge. Now for these, this is the point at which I inked up my background script and stamped it all over the card. But I'm not going to do that for this blue one because I just like the plainness of it. And I'm going to use my 3D mounting tape. So this is the one I like to use because it comes in individual little tabs like this with a little bit of an overhang. So it's really easy to pull off. Look. How easy was that? Now I know this is a really super simple little tag. But you know what? Some days you just want something quick and easy. So my glossy accents here. So this is a very fluid, let me show you here. It's a very fluid, liquid, glossy medium that finds its own level. So we're just going to go around here. So it's really nice to create something that looks like a button. And you just almost paint it on. You want to try and avoid shaking it, otherwise you get bubbles. You can get the bubbles out with just a pin, pricking the top of the bubble, and it deflates. So you can see it's got a lovely fine nozzle on the top, and you can see that is just finding its level. There we go. And then I just used some of my bags of ribbons. I've got a multitude of different colours here. And this colour. So I am not going to do that just yet because I'm going to let that dry. But you can see what I've done. About 30 centimetres for each. I'm just going to pop that to one side there. About 30 centimetres. And then I just poked it through the hole that I'd punched in the top. So there we have it. Something really quick and easy. I would love to see what you make. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.